Hello, everybody. Welcome to Michigan here in the NASMAR Community Cup Series, Season 3 of 2023. We are here with a 37-car field with a 28-lap race here today at Michigan International Speedway for the FireKeepers Casino 400. I will be joined here today with Northwest Cup Series, other known as Victor Imbasciani, as there is this logo right there, and also down on the other side of the track in Turn 1, William Ragan, or Southeast Cup Series.
Hello, ladies. I'm back again for another NASMAR race. We got Will.
What's up? I'm here helping Tim out.
All right, here are your drivers to watch for.
Another driver you want to watch out for here today at Michigan is Ross Chastain. He is your pole sitter. He loves his race car, and he thinks he can dominate and get this win today for Team Trackhouse and that #1 team.
Kevin Harvick is starting second for today's event and is the fastest Ford in the field. When I talked to him this morning, he told me that the car his team has prepared him is one of the best he's had this season. Watch for him to contend late for the win.
Brad Keselowski starts third today. He says he's very confident with the car's abilities. However, RFK shows some late but blistering speed in qualifying. Will RFK be able to get it done?
For Chase Elliott, he's starting P5 today after switching to a setup that we would normally see on Ross Chastain's car. He's hoping for a great run today to build momentum from that Richmond crash and also avoid that 11 car as much as he can. Nobody ever notices Chris Buescher, except for yesterday, where he was fastest in final practice. His team found some great speed after a few adjustments, and they hope to charge to the front quickly after qualifying P11.
Obviously, we have to watch out for Denny Hamlin today, as he and Chase Elliott have been beefing the last two races. Denny starts 15th today, but his car is not fast, and he plans on making major mid-race adjustments.
Corey LaJoie is another driver to watch out for, and like Chris Buescher, he is very fast and was top 5 in final practice. He thinks he can climb the field starting from 21st and is very confident in his #7 race car.
Ryan Blaney and Austin Cindergaff struggled all weekend long. They both changed setups in practice, which they hope will allow them to improve during the race. Both drivers have one win each this season, coming in Sonoma and Las Vegas, and they're going to have to come from the back if they want to get another one today, as they will start 24th and 25th.
Ryan Newman is driving the 51 Rick Ware Racing Ford Mustang, and the fans are overjoyed to see him back racing today. He's starting 34th. We'll see if he can make his way through the field.
As here's your pre-race ceremonies of the Command and the National Anthem.
And star of the upcoming Fox Series Monarch, Trace Adkins.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the
And now, race fans, here to say the most famous words in motorsports. Please welcome beloved Detroit Lions player, Corey Schlesinger.
Drivers, start your engines!
As the field rolls off here at Michigan International Speedway, we'll get ready with the starting lineup in just a second. And your honorary pace car here today for Michigan will be the number 17 truck of Donnie Schatz, which actually drove at the Knoxville race back in 2021, as there's his truck right there pacing the field. Chastain and Harvick, row 1 right there as well, and we will get into the starting lineup right now. In row 1, you got Ross Chastain at number 1 next to Kevin Harvick.
In row number 2, it's Brad Keselowski and Kyle Larson.
In row number 3, you got Chase Elliott and Kyle Busch.
Row 4 is Tyler Reddick next to Alex Bowman.
Rounding row number 5, it's Eric Jones and Martin Truex Jr., the GOATs.
In row 6 is Chris Buescher and William Byron.
Row 7 is Joey Logano and Christopher Bell.
In row 8, Denny Hamlin and Todd Gilliland.
In row 9, it's Bubba Wallace and Ricky Stenhouse Jr.
Row 10 is Ty Gibbs and Daniel Suarez.
In row 11, Corey LaJoie and Justin Haley.
In row 12, Michael McDowell and Ryan Blaney.
Row 13, Austin Cindric and AJ Allmendinger.
Row 14, Austin Dillon and Ryan Preece.
In row 15, Chase Briscoe and Harrison Burton.
Row 16, Noah Gragson next to Austin Hill.
In row 17, Eric Almirola and Ryan Newman.
Row 18, you got Ty Dillon and BJ McLeod.
And rounding up the field is JJ Yaley.
And a huge mistake for the 8 car, short on fuel by a full lap, as now Elliott sends it hard into 1. Hamlin tries the outside and he's gonna clear the 9 machine. No, he
Big
isn't.
battle down the back straightaway. Here comes Denny Hamlin. William Byron closing in behind him, 3 wide. Behind William Byron, now they're gonna go side by side into the tunnel.
Are the 2-car side drafting gonna let everyone else get up?
Oh!
Elliott hits the 11. The 11's off the 24. The caution is thrown. The race is over. Chase Elliott wrecks Denny Hamlin for the win at Pocono.
For the second year in a row, this race ends under caution. This time, Chase Elliott ends up in victory lane in post.
She'll start. Denny Hamlin gets pushed way at the track and makes contact with Chase Elliott. And now Chase Elliott puts Hamlin in the wall a little bit. And Chase Elliott hard into the outside wall. We've seen this story before. Chase Elliott and Denny Hamlin tangle, and that is a hard impact.
Chase Elliott wrecked Hamlin for the win at Pocono, while Denny Hamlin wrecked Chase Elliott from the win and possibly a top 5 at Richmond. Both could battle it again today. Here are your keys to Michigan today. 28 laps, 8, 8, and 12. Fuel windows 15 to 18 laps. Clear skies, 37 cars. Watch it for Denny Hamlin and Chase Elliott. And Ross Chastain is on the pole. Yes, I made a typo for the laps. Don't mind that.
This kid's stupid, guys.
Commentators for Michigan here today. Me, Timothy Brown, Victor Imbasciani, and William Ragan. Our pit reporters Ethan Dewelde, Soren, Walter Zedog, MLCS, and Gavin Beers. And your graphics king also today will be Timothy Dwyer, other known as NLS Network. As we are going to get ready for the green flag here today at Michigan. 28 laps, 37 cars, as I said like 10 times already. As Donnie Schatz rolls down pit road in the number 17 truck, Ross Chastain is going to lead him off. Green flag is in the air. We are underway here at Michigan.
As Chastain rolls past the start-finish line, he'll lead lap 1. Keselowski and Busch behind him.
Many battles throughout the pack here. Keselowski gets by Kyle Busch. Here comes Chris Burton. Here comes Chase Elliott to the bottom now into turn 3.
Yeah, Chase Elliott made a really crazy move there. 3 wide with a huge run on the back straightaway, but the cars are still packed up for the lead. Double file, all running different lines coming to lap 3.
Yeah, run with Kyle Busch to the bottom, but the draft on the high lane. 2 RFK machines round the outside lane.
2 wide for that second place position. Brad Keselowski up the second spot now by his RFK teammate as they go down the back straightaway.
Yep, as Chris Buescher, remember, started 11th here today, already the outside of Brad Keselowski, his teammate, rolling up to 3rd, 8 positions already up, 3 laps in.
Here comes Chase Elliott. He fights to the outside lane of Kyle Busch. Won't be able to make a move there. See further back, Kevin Harvick, William Byron, and others as Hamlin's charging his way up through the field.
See many battles here for the mid pack. Here comes Joey Logano inside of Denny Hamlin. He's going to get that move done off turn 2 as he gets a little loose off the corner, but he's going to clear Hamlin by a pretty good margin.
There's Todd Gilliland there as well. Started 16th, up in top 10 here on lap 5 out of 8. As you see another flyby of the field here on the front straightaway. Ross Chastain making a little bit of a gap. RFK still second and third. But as we come down the back straightaway now, Chris Buescher to the inside. Soren.
And right now, Chris Buescher is flying through the field. He's up 9 spots right now. He says the car's a little free in the middle of the corner, but right now he has the fastest car. And oh, we have a crash on the backstretch, Tim.
Yeah, and a big crash here on the back straightaway. Ryan Preece in the 41 there. As you see the ambulance and the fire truck come out here. Big impact. You can see the inside wall have some damage there, as we can look at a replay here.
Yeah, so off the banking, clears himself onto the 2 as we hear the classic Danica Patrick inside wall hit audio. But yeah, Priest cleared himself into the outside wall and slammed back hard into the inside wall.
Yeah, just a misfortunate mistake there by Priest, destroying his car. I don't know what the damage is to Cindric, but hopefully he can continue on after this.
Yeah, hopefully not too bad for that number 2 there. Obviously struggling with a messed up car and a not really fast car. But that 41 really with a hard impact, kind of just like sawing the nose off there on the end of that wall there. But we will be right back after this quick commercial break after a big wreck for Ryan Preece.
Turn number 2, David Rudiman hard into the wall. Contact in the contact made. Bell goes around. They're going to save for the first time. Chase Elliott win in the
The NASMAR Community Cup Series is Watkins-Glen International, Sunday, August 20th, 2:30 Eastern on the link up to your channel.
As we are back after a big crash for Ryan Preece here on lap 6 of 8 in stage number 1. And the fans are really hyped for this restart. MLCS on Ryan Preece.
I just talked to Ryan Preece in the garage and he told me it's completely his fault. He was given the all clear from his spotter and came up unknowingly.
Also, Gavin Beers.
Austin Cindric reported over the radio that he feels he has no damage. He says the 2 cars are still not handling well enough for his liking, although the only problem point on the racetrack is corner entry.
Alright, as we got the choose cone here, we'll show the top 10 for the choose cone as we have a nice top 10 forming for the end of the stage. It's going to be a 1-lap shootout. Chastain, Buescher, Busch, Keselowski, and the rest of the field there.
Green flag's back out. It's Ross Chastain and Chris Buescher.
So go down to turn number 1, side by side throughout the field. As you see the field fly by, Chris Buescher making a fight on the outside. That's not going to work as Chastain clears them off turn 2.
As we head down the back straight with 1 lap to go in this stage, Chastain, Buescher, and Busch. Buescher's now down to the inside. He's going to be on the inside of Chastain. Maybe a little bit of contact sideways. What a save by Chris Buescher there. Tight under the bottom of Chastain, but at the line, he's going to get it at the line. Kyle Busch almost got him there. As you see a flyby of the field, this first stage is complete here at Michigan. A wild finish to end out the first stage.
Your stage 1 results, it's Ross Chastain, Kyle Busch, Chris Buescher, then followed by Brad Keselowski, Tyler Reddick, Chase Elliott, Kevin Harvick, Todd Gilliland with a surprise top 10, Alex Bowman, and Eric Jones.
And as we will come here with post-stage 1 pit stops, down to Denny Hamlin.
Denny Hamlin doesn't like the handling of his car. This has been way too tight, causing him to plow through the center of the corners. The number 11 team will try to combat this by adding 4 fresh tires, make a wedge adjustment, and add a full tank of fuel.
Kyle Larson has been non-stop complaining on the radio about a plowing tight race car and is struggling to run the bottom line in the corners. 4 tires, fuel, and a big wedge adjustment for the number 5 team.
The car just sucks. That's what we just heard over the radio from William Byron. His crew reviewing the field and trying to figure out what's wrong as he's struggling in every single corner. He's going to take 4 tires and fuel along with some wedge and tire pressure adjustments for the team to experiment with.
The 23 machine of Bubba Wallace is wrecking loose in the turns. He came over the radio about halfway through stage 1 saying he wanted to run a lower line in the turns to try to help with that problem. 4 tires, fuel, and a severe wedge adjustment is a call on the pit box by crew chief Booty Barker.
Chris Buescher says the car's a little loose in the entry of the corners, and he also said he definitely needs 4 fresh tires after that slide in turn 4. They're going to give him 4 tires, a slight wedge adjustment, and fuel for that 17 car and get him back out there.
And we will be right back with the start of Stage 2. And we are back here with the choose cone for the start of the second stage. Our first 3 cars pick the bottom line, as the top 10 will be shaken up a little bit since most of those guys were kind of in this top 10, top 15 area that pitted. As there's your top 10 right there. And we go back to green flag.
To come down the restart zone, Ross Chastain leads them across the line. He looks like he's going to clear Tyler Reddick going into turn 1. His green flag is out.
Yep, and he does clear him down in the turn number 1. Tyler Reddick running a different line than Chastain. He did peek outside, but not enough for him there.
3 wide behind them. That's Brad Keselowski, and shuffled out 3 wide by the Hendrick teammates. But Kyle Busch finds his way underneath.
You see 3 wide throughout the pack here. Ross Chastain still leads them through. Look at this 3 wide battle right here. Oh, Eric Jones gets turned. It's the big one on the front stretch. And about 5, 6, 7 cars are torn up here on the front straightaway right by start-finish line.
A big wreck here at the front stretch at Michigan coming across the start-finish line. Eric Jones got turned across the front of the field. Ryan Blaney got massively airborne. You could see Christopher Bell on top of Ty Gibbs and Chase Briscoe as the safety crews come out on the racetrack. We are going to see an instant replay, a massive crash here.
Yeah, that was really big. I was watching the 43 and the red flag's out, but I was vividly watching the 43 here, getting that push, and he just gets hooked from the bottom lane. The 99 did not get off the bumper of the 43 and way up in the air.
Looks like a super speedway incident with how much the 99 was shoving Jones. A little bit of costly error by Suarez just takes out almost everyone in the behind them. About 6, 7 cars involved in this one.
Yeah, pretty big wreck there. Also got to notice that Ryan Blaney is the only one got airborne in this. You can see the 43 also catch some air as he got T-boned by Bell and Stenhouse. Also Austin Dillon getting almost weight shifted by Bell as he got hooked as well. But a lot of cars just piled up. It was just a log jam basically on the front stretch.
Yeah, and them getting airborne, we know how fast the speeds are. And oh yeah, Austin Dillon there.
See Bell there taking a hit into the victory lane.
Yeah,
Whoa.
definitely.
Man.
Definitely not the spot you want to end up in when you're crashed and not actually winning the race. But
you see Blaney there up in the air.
Yeah, you don't really see how much from the camera angle shot on the replay of the justice of Blaney getting airborne, but you can really see there during the pictures. A big wreck here. We will be right back.
Welcome back to Michigan. You see cars on the tow. We got 3 cars on pit road from the big one here at Michigan. We'll head down to Soren.
And for Austin Dillon's team, they tell me he has severe right rear damage along with a broken toe link. Crew Chief Keith Roden said on the radio they want to get the car out there to try and salvage some points, but any chance at a win today is out of the question.
You see Chase Briscoe just got involved in a crash. He has decent damage on the right side of the car nose. Right front is rubbing really hard. He should continue and should be in contention possibly.
Suarez has heavy damage on the right rear of his car after getting tagged by Ryan Blaney in the big one. Suarez has to pit, place a toe link. He will be able to continue but he'll be far out of contention for a good result today.
As we come down to the choose cone, Ross Chastain takes the bottom. Good mix of shoes here. I think more cars electing to choose the top.
Yeah, as you can see, Tyler Reddick wasn't really much in the top 10 at the end of the first stage, but ever since stage 2 started and people were shuffled out from pit stops, he is up to P2 now. Green flag back in the air. 3 laps to go here.
They do the shuffle into turns 1 and 2, 4 wide in the back. Cars bouncing off of one another as we head down the back straightaway, side by side, multiple rows deep.
Chaos as you see the cars pitting down here.
Kevin Harvick likes his car, and over the radio he told his team how much better it is on long runs, so they're going to try and adapt his car for the short runs as well. 4 tires, fuel, and a tire pressure adjustment for the 14.
Bowman has been complaining about the tightness of his car throughout the run. He's going to get a wedge adjustment, 4 fresh tires, and fuel.
Ross Chastain comes down the pit lane, wasn't tight until the end of that tire stint, but very confident in winning today. 4 tires, fuel, and a tire adjustment for the number 1 team.
As they all roll off pit road here, Tyler Reddick now your leader with a huge gap on the rest of the field. Coming to the white flag of stage number 2, Brad Keselowski passing Todd Gilliland there. You saw on the split screen as we head into turn number 1. The cars on fresh tires also trying to charge through the field. Buescher leading them all.
Yeah, and that is just a spewy of Fords behind Tyler Reddick, but he'll probably be able to hold them off as he goes through 3 and 4 for the last time in this stage.
As they come off turn 4, Tyler Reddick is going to, looks like, win stage 2 here at Michigan. Chris Buescher gets second, Keselowski third, and as you see the cars passing through the start-finish line.
Yeah, and you can see some of those guys on fresh tires like Chris Buescher obviously still having some crazy speed in that car, maybe even making that car a little better. Kyle Larson, part of those cars that pitted as well, got 4th. William Byron, Denny Hamlin, I think also. And yeah, that's stage 2 for you guys. We will be right back once again for stage 3 pit stops after a commercial break.
Make sure to tune in to Soren Review, where the real NASCAR recaps happen. Soren Review is the best YouTube channel for NASCAR information. Remember, you can use code SOREN72 at Circle B Diecast to get $5 off shipping on all orders $30 or more. Also, follow me on Twitter at ReviewSoren, where you can hear my opinion. That is Soren Review.
Keselowski says his car is loose on the entry, but the car is solid. He's going to get a minor wedge adjustment, 4 fresh tires, and fuel.
Kyle Larson feels confident with his race car, but it's just not fast enough. 4 tires, snorkel fuel, and a tire adjustment for the number 5.
Tyler Reddick likes his car, but it's a bit tight. 4 tires, fuel, and a tire pressure adjustment for the 45.
Chris is really fast and comfortable right now. He's getting 4 tires and fuel, guys.
The Dark Horse Todd Gilliland is absolutely loving his car right now. 4 tires, fuel, and a small tire pressure adjustment is the call for the 38.
And Buescher, Reddick switched spots, so Buescher wins the race off pit road there as we're back to the choose cone. But it doesn't matter for them because the top 5 that pitted before stage 2 all are out front now, and you can see that right here. Ross Chastain cycles back as your race leader. Kyle Busch, Chase Elliott, Kevin Harvick, Alex Bowman, as we're going to be back to green here. 11 laps to go in the FireKeepers Casino 400.
They'll split 3 wide into 1. Chastain had a problem there on the restart. The run from the 9 of Elliott. Here comes Kyle Busch to the lead, though.
Kyle Busch, your new leader, off turn 2. Chase Elliott right behind him as they enter turn 3. As it looks like the top 4 are single file as Alex Bowman trying to make a move on Denny Hamlin.
Well, Kyle Busch should not look behind for too much longer. Chase Elliott is right there with the help of Kevin Harvick and Chris Buescher as we head to 10 laps to go. Elliott and Harvick down to the inside. Kyle Busch drags him all the way down to the apron as they're going to be going wide into turn number 1.
They all slide up the racetrack. Chris Buescher, the benefactor out of it. He's going to pick up P number 3, but Chase Elliott to the lead.
Chase Elliott, a fan favorite here at Michigan. He's going to lead Kevin Harvick off turn 4. Chris Buescher trying to make a move on Kevin Harvick.
Yeah, and you can see Kyle Busch just like that. P1 to P4 as you see Chastain trying to rally up. He dropped to P8 but is now back entering or trying to enter the 5th position in the top 5 with Denny Hamlin.
And oh boy, here he comes. Denny Hamlin silent all day, but he's charged his way to the front. He'll take a peek to Harvick into turn number 3.
See Kevin Harvick now under fire from Denny Hamlin. Hamlin's going to get that spot. That'll be P number 3 as they enter turn number 1 as you see battles here across the start-finish line.
Yeah, full field flyby here. 9 laps to go here at Michigan. As you see the entire field, Austin Dillon also trying to get some spots back up, even though he's still a lap down. As we get into turn number 3, Denny Hamlin, though, on the back bumper of Chris Buescher. He's on the inside. He gets sideways as well. We saw that familiar with Chris Buescher at the end of stage number 1 on lap 22 now.
Yeah, Hamlin still trying to get underneath that 17 machine of Chris Buescher. Chastain back to P4. Here comes Hamlin again to the inside. Buescher wide off the corner, and Hamlin will easily clear for that position. He sets his sights on rival Chase Elliott.
Chris Buescher has something to say about that. He takes that position right back. Hamlin right to his bumper. He's going to go to the outside of Chris Buescher. Oh, he squeezes him off turn 4. They'll be side by side across the line.
Denny Hamlin gets a nice preferred line on the outside, heading into turn number 1. He'll get that second position finally and try to set sail on Chase Elliott now. These two rivals have the beef. Is it going to happen again? Denny Hamlin with a blistering fast race car as he restarted 11th in the start of this, just like how Chris Buescher did in stage number 1. But now, can Chase Elliott either pull away or can Denny Hamlin reel him in?
It was a Toyota who won last week. Can it be a Toyota once again? Joe Gibbs Racing's number 11 FedEx machine of Denny Hamlin charging down the leader, Chase Elliott.
Might as well play the Jaws theme right now. Denny Hamlin trying to track down Chase Elliott. These two have a sordid past. Who's going to be the benefactor of this one if Denny Hamlin gets to Chase Elliott?
Chase doesn't look like he has a really long run car because it looks like Buescher and Hamlin both reeling him in, and Chastain as well. Coming to lap 25, Hamlin is almost there. He is in the draft.
Hamlin in the draft of the 9 of Chase Elliott. He's going to look to the inside of Elliott. Down to the back straightaway they'll go. Side by side they make contact. Oh, wow. Here comes the Elliott back with the run. Whoa! Oh, they make contact again. They're both wrecking. Elliott and Hamlin from the lead crash, and Chris Buescher's going to obtain the lead. But what in the world?
Oh, my
We got a fight. Chase Elliott is beating up Denny Hamlin in turn 3, and he stands on top of Denny Hamlin, cheering for himself, and the fans are cheering as well. A fight down here in turn number 3, Cale Yarbrough, Donnie Allison style, and we'll look at the replay here.
Yeah, as you see here, Denny Hamlin to the inside, shoves the 9 car in the wall, as we've seen multiple weeks pass now since Pocono. And then the 9 of Elliott, Hamlin blocks and then crash into the inside wall for Hamlin, and a hard shot for Chase Elliott.
You've seen Hamlin do this time and time again in real life and here in NASMAR. Walls Elliott off too, and then sends him down to the apron. Kind of gets what he deserves because you can't block someone like that and expect not to crash. So, tough break for Chase Elliott and Denny Hamlin, but Denny Hamlin kind of had that coming.
Yeah, and even with a very dirty Joey Logano type block there, it sends them both around and he gets the instant karma, but a huge hit for Chase Elliott on the high line as well, as for Denny Hamlin down on the bottom line. As here is the fight, Denny Hamlin just mad at Chase Elliott. He throws a punch, Chase Elliott dodges it, throws Hamlin down on the ground, starts beating him up and punching him in the face, and then stands on top of him. We'll see it once again here. So yeah, he starts beating the crap out of Denny there, and after he gets him on the ground, and maybe even a curb stomp to the face. That is a huge. That's gonna make Denny Hamlin probably concussed if that hit didn't make him concussed. But we will be right back with a scheduled 2 lap to go restart here at Michigan after the rivalry continue here at.
We're gonna be in overtime. Denny Hamlin leads him to the line. We're back to green. Car on the wall, Alex Bowman. Contact made into the fence.
Oh, Elliott hits the 11. The 11's off the 24.
Hard crash for him. The caution comes out with Logano out front.
And we are back with a choose come for possibly maybe even the last time here at the FireKeepers Casino 400 at Michigan. The top 6, Chastain, Buescher, row 1, as we're back to green with 2 laps to go here at Michigan.
Green flag back in the air, 2 to go here at Michigan. Chastain, your leader.
They send it into turn number 1. Chastain is your leader. Chris Buescher now down to the inside. He's going to try to make a move on Chastain. He's almost clear. He squeezes him up. Buescher is your leader off turn number 2.
as we head down the back straight into turn number 3, coming to the final lap here. Can they make it back? Chastain back down to the bottom. He's going to try and side draft and slide up and make it work as we come to the white flag here at Michigan.
Side by side, leaning on each other to the white flag. 3 wide. Alex Bowman to the bottom of the racetrack. Busher on the top lane. Bowman on the bottom.
Bowman with a bonsai move. He's going to be clear off turn number 2.
As he starts snaking down the back straightaway, can he pull away from Ross Chastain as we enter turn 3? A huge crash on the back straightaway. Chase Briscoe up into the catch fence and upside down. Chastain with a run, but gets tied off of 4. Checkered flag in the air. Alex Bowman is going to get it done and win his way into the playoffs here at NASMAR.
And just a huge destructive crash on the back straightaway. We have a car upside down, or at least was upside down, into the catch fencing. Oh, man.
What a junkyard on the backstretch. See the catch fence damage. Oh, man, that is a huge crash on the back straightaway.
Yeah, when you guys see this, it is bizarre. Wow, right up into the fence and upside down. Takes a tumble down the back straightaway there, which is Chase Briscoe.
Yeah, and we've seen something similar in these cars where they kind of launch off of the rear, and just the worst spot that he could have launched off of that rear of that car straight into the catch fencing, projecting the car upside down. But Chase Briscoe with just a huge crash, and Michael McDowell, holy moly, what a huge hit.
Yeah, him too. He hit twice there, as Bubba Wallace also took a big hit.
Kind of shades of Austin Dillon from 2015, climbing up over a car's right front and going flying into the catch fence. Oh, man. Starts barrel rolling down the backstretch.
Yeah, reminiscent of also Chastain's near flip at Texas. Kind of a mix of the two there, but yeah, the catch fence completely destroyed there. A huge hole, but Eric Almirola, Harrison Burton, and others also crash. Alex Bowman's your winner, though, here at Michigan. Here's the finishing results, the top 20 there as well. Victor and Will, what are you guys' thoughts on this race?
It was pretty crazy. More passing than I thought we would see from a Michigan race, but this next gen has really helped out these 2-mile tracks.
Like Victor said, a crazy race, a lot more passing than I thought there would be. But with more passing, there's a lot more wrecks, a lot of chaos, a lot of different drivers up front. When in the end, Alex Bowman gets it done here at Michigan.
Yeah, as here's the last lap here, revised once again, showing how Alex Bowman got it done. Chastain and Busher just kept side drafting each other down the front straightaway to try and get an edge. Bowman got the draft and was just able to pull ahead of the 3-wide move on the bottom. So he had on the back straightaway here as well. He was just kind of able to get a good drive off and was just able to kind of snake, and it actually kind of worked there. But you see Chastain once again actually gets a good dive bomb, but gets a little bit tight off of 4 and loses that ground that he gained. And Bowman was just able to pull to the line and win the race. Well, I hope everyone enjoyed this NASMAR race at Michigan. Very jam-packed. Thank you to everyone who helped out: Victor Imbasciani, William Ragan, Timothy Dwyer, Ethan Dewelde, MLCS, Gavin Beers, Soren, and Walter Zedog. Very long race that was made. I hope everyone enjoyed, and I hope everyone enjoys the highlight reel at the end of this race.
Yeah. Shawty loves it, yeah. Loves that I'm a dog. They don't want it, yeah. They scared of what I know. Told you the budget, yeah. I gotta get my own. Shout out my bros, this right here deserves a toast, yeah. A lot of people back home on my back and they know. Trying to get on my line, cause the people I know. Manifest this year, 7+ on the ropes. They ain't doing this shit, tripping over my flows. Yeah. I'm on the way, tell them I don't play. Yeah, I'm on the move, trying to get my pay. I might just move on and watch and pray. Yeah, I'm on the way, I'm on my way. Yeah. Manifest this year, 7+ on the ropes. They ain't doing this shit, tripping over my flows. Yeah. budget, yeah. Loves that I'm a goat.